Hello, hello, friends. Let's get this going. Let's romance some necks. Pale, you know, pale all over the place. That's what matters. Because we are a neck romancer, and that's important. I think we're pretty much just going to keep this the way it is. I don't see a whole lot of reason to change much of this. I like that, though. Go with that. I think we already used that, so let me think about spins on it. Actually, let's do... It's one of my alternate names I use. We've all seen the
Sanctuary was never meant.
a little intro cutscene, I'm sure. We will skip that.
I should find better shelter before I freeze.
Interesting that unlike the other classes, we actually start with a skill. It's kind of weird, honestly. And we start with a skill point, too. Or per... Oh yeah, for sure that one.
Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
How many skellies can we get? And what's the time on them? Huh. Doesn't actually list a time. Maybe it's just a max limit instead of a time limit? Okay, so we've hit the maximum at 4 here. Corpses are kind of ridiculous, honestly.
Another abandoned town.
Demons. Everywhere. Fangs in the dark. Ah! He bit me!
Careful! He's a wild one.
He's a wild one.
What's it to you?
Oswin, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Demons spilling from the
Totally
ruins.
buy your story.
Kill us all! Kill us all!
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain.
I like how they don't seem to mind that they're like reanimated corpses walking around with me, but oh man, better watch out for that priest who was ranting.
Poor monk back there must have gone inside.
Monk. Same difference.
Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
You haven't picked up anything yet?
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
Evil is gathering strength in those ruins. I will bring it to heal.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
Gain 10 essence if you kill them with it. Okay. Maybe that's better. Oh. I like that. There's 3 dealing each subsequent time. You gain an essence. Okay. Killed my bony boys. It's okay. Where's the... Where's Ray's skeleton? On this list. That's what I'm unclear about. Oh, it just is. It just is. There's no... Okay. Alright. Might as well put on the gloves, no reason not to. Let's go this way. Wonder what weapons Necros can use. Other than Scythe, I mean. Obviously they'll be able to use Scythe. Interesting, so I actually have to be The raised skeleton doesn't just target by itself. I actually have to be facing the right direction, I guess. That's kind of strange, honestly. I would have thought it would just be, oh, you're close enough to me. So there you go. I like this bone spears thing. This is cool. I wonder. Let's go back this way real quick. I bet those corpses that I generated are still on the ground. Yes, they are. Cool. This is where we find out, can they use daggers? They can. +1 to life on kill is probably better, but we'll swap it for now. Yeah, it's so weird that you actually have to target that ability. Seems like it should just be, is their body within range? Okay, there you go. I feel like the in-game sound is a little bit too high. Oh yeah, that's why. It reset all the values.
Hello.
Something I wanted to change. I don't remember. Yeah, let's go ahead and do player highlights. Just for sake of, you know, ease. I should probably leave that on while streaming, but that'll go off the second I'm not on stream. Turn that on. Turn this down. Where is the thing to show you more detail? I know it's an option. There it is. Advanced tooltip. Cool. I always thought the necromancer being a hero in these games is just kind of absurd. You know what? Let's try an offhand cast. Focus. You probably don't need a shield. Not at this point in the game. There's probably going to be some sort of utility function for some of these other spells that's going to end up being better, because right now, this bone cast, what is it? What's it called? Bone splinters, yeah, is just fundamentally superior to the other one I tried. Necro can use a two-handed sword? Okay, that's... I'm not gonna lie, that's super weird. I did not expect that. And around this door, we get our first enemies, yep. So that hasn't changed since the first beta. I'm not sure that generating extra bodies really matters. There must be some sort of synergy later that, you know, having extra bodies is useful. But, I mean, considering every single time you kill someone, there's a body, like, doesn't seem that important to generate extras, does it? I don't think I'm going to bother exploring all the nooks and crannies of this place, because this sort of intro dungeon is actually pretty weak. You don't get much. Well, Necro is certainly not having any trouble making our way through. I thought there might be some enemies or something back here, but I guess not. Okay. Where are you, Shaman? See what core skill we can get. Under Bone Spear, dealing damage and piercing. Breaks into 3 shards. Makes someone vulnerable. Heroic Blood Lance that lingers in an enemy. Draw blood from enemies. Oh, I mean that seems nice. Spectre of You. I like Blood Surge, theoretically. We'll see what's actually better as we go forward. We're going to be respeccing a lot. Let's try the Blood Lance. If that's any good. Sort of sounds like it can hit multiple enemies, based on the way it's written on there. Didn't even see it. Does seem to do like a piercing effect. I'm hearing an enemy, but I don't see them. It's annoying. Here's McBoss. McBoss number 1. Okay. So we did finally run out of essence. I mean, that might have even been easier than Sorcerer. Like, that was incredibly easy. What was better? That one. And this one unlocks a new on salvage. Oh. Oh, a two-handed scythe. Oh, jeez. Okay. Didn't know there was an option for a two-handed scythe. Interesting. Switch skills again. We're gonna sell off all our junk because it's gonna be a while. Or we can do that again. We're gonna probably fill up our inventory.
Old ruins are clear.
Skip that. It's kind of cool. The weird skeleton man that shoots out. Like it says, I think it says that it's you, right? A specter of you. Yeah, it's not really a specter of me, it's a skeleton monster.
Madman. Those heretics.
Oh, we got another skill point? I'm gonna try going for this. And then we're gonna go for 20% chance to make things vulnerable. I don't like either of those upgrades. Let's make the ability Splinter. That'll be fine.
Only fire can cleanse the darkness in this place.
Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
There's that cutscene in, you know.
Came to thank the light. You collapsed in.
Right. Oh, there's our necklace. Ooh. Some rares. Or a rare, I mean. There's our first Lilith statue. I mean, a relic skull just seems so appropriate for a necromancer, right? It's true. It's true, Black Mage. Are you gonna come play this? You should play this, dude. It's free and open this weekend to everyone. I'm getting some, it's like some server hangs every once in a while here. I suppose that makes sense. There's probably a billion trillion people logging in right now. Ah, yes. Well, I hope you enjoy the Necromancer, because so far I've been having a lot of fun romancing these necks. Or you could always go for the, or you could always go for the druid, but, you know, that's the wrong choice. There's also Barb Sork and Rogue, but we already played those last weekend, so. As per usual, right? We're playing Necromancer, and it's like playing the game on autopilot. I barely have to do anything. All my dudes just run around and kill everything for me. Oh yeah? Druid is where it's at for him, huh? Druid doesn't really appeal to me. I'll try it because I've tried all the classes so far, but Druid doesn't really strike my fancy. Rogue is definitely the class I've had the most fun with so far. Although Sorcerer was its own kind of fun, mostly because it was so OP. Bone Spear's primary, it fires 2 additional bone shards. Okay. I'm sort of going all in on the skeletons right now. All the bone skills, all the skeletons. But yeah, it just seems so much like, as per usual in Diablo with a Necromancer, right? Like, I don't need to do much. I have these bone skills, but it kind of doesn't matter. My skellies just do all my work for me, so... Oops. One thing that I thought was really weird, Mage, and I don't think you were here when I found this out, but look at this. I can equip two-handed sword as a Necromancer. That's just strange. Like, if you can't equip the item type, it'll say not usable by this class or whatever. I have not found a single weapon type that Necromancer can't use yet. I'm not saying it'll be good to use it. As you saw, I literally just showed you and then didn't equip it, but yeah, it's just weird. Like, Necromancer seems to have just about as as many weapons available as Barbarian. Oh, at some point a Skelly... Oh no, there's my fourth one. I was gonna say, at some point a Skelly died, but I guess not. The Skellies haven't even come close to dying so far. It hasn't seemed. They seem very, very durable. Which is interesting because, like, everything drops a body to summon one. I can only have 4 at the moment. I will assume that there's a way to increase that later on. Ah, okay. Enjoy. Imagine going to the store to pick up a game. Jeez. Just download it. We killed all that. Down this way. Fighties. I do understand there's a certain appeal to having physical media. I'm just kind of lazy is what it comes down to. I don't want to have to go and acquire things when I can just click a button and be done with it. But no, you're not wrong. Like, if, you know, Steam went out of business or whatever, my 1100 games would basically be useless. And yes, I do have approximately 1100 games on Steam. That was not a made-up figure. That is the actual number. Quick, hide the boots. I'm sorry, that was a really bad joke. Like, that was bad even in comparison to my normal level of humor. Ooh. Is that going to be an improvement? No. I know this is me backtracking, but I just want to kill all the spiders. Because spiders are annoying and I want them dead. Okay. Stuff now. Nothing that's an improvement. Goat boy. Hi, goat boy. Little goatees bleating all over the place. Oops. Eh. Whatever, I'm a necromancer. Not like I'm opposed to just killing things. Although within the Diablo mythos, I meant to say, um, necromancers are a lot more wholesome than they are in pretty much any other setting. Gallovine is just a, I mean, that's a hardcore herbal name, right? I could almost see there being a metal band named Gallovine. Would not be too out of place. It's some weird, this server bounding is getting annoying. I mean, you know, it's the first day, everyone's logging in. I expect issues, but it's just getting a little bit repetitively obnoxious.
Should clear up when the storm has passed. Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
I guess ultimately the reason it's annoying is that there's no reason it has to be there.
Should
They
clear
don't
up when the
they
storm
don't
has
need
passed.
to make this a, you know, half of what's happening is being fed to you by some remote service. It could just play on your system, but of course they're not going to do that because then people can dupe in items easier, etc., etc. It's just obnoxious that basically we have to suffer a negative to gameplay because, I don't know, because they want to lock it down. Okay, I think we've found everything. Yeah, and I'm glad I cleared my inventory. I would already have run out of space. I mean, at this point I'm basically going to run out of space before I get to the city, although what I am going to do is, unlike what I normally do in games like this where I sort of go around and find everything and do all the side stuff, I'm gonna go straight beeline for the actual objective, because that way I can sell off all my crap. Hey, old man that I came to find, I'm breaking all your shit.
Is anyone here?
Let's just go straight for here.
Short fangs.
Right, skip the little cutscene. Skip this cutscene. There we go. Really like the way that what is it? Bone spears, bone harpoon. What's it called? Oh, it is bone spear. Okay, I really like the way it sort of rebounds back at you after breaking on the. It breaks on the far side of the cast and then rebounds back towards you. That's really good. Yeah, you guys go ahead. Kill all that stuff for me.
Never thought I'd live to see your way.
Talk to him,
The angel in ours.
skip it, and go to the town.
Kiyovershad lies just ahead.
Do this little stupid ritual thing.
Paul, to enter the city, you must
We have no
first
time for this.
He's gonna tell us about the stupid little ritual,
piece of holy cedar
which
from the shore
I agree. is a stupid little ritual, so we're gonna inscribe nothing.
This is a waste of time.
Did you say something? Good.
Yeah. I love how I'm just running through town with these skeletons. Like, that's no big deal. You know, you can just run around with skeletons following you.
Did you write on the little... I'm off to the dry steps. I bet you didn't write anything at all. Cracked hooves, sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically crumbling.
Do that. Let's go over this way and
Need something forged?
salvage this,
Salvage.
that. And then we'll junk all the other stuff.
Ah, so.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't
Get
need
the
it,
pendant.
but I think he'd want it back all the same. No charge.
No improvement on any of that.
Ah, apologies.
And we get a big old cutscene, which I'm gonna skip. Oof. Bounding is getting really annoying. Okay, what can we do? I think that's unlikely that I mean, we would have to be right on top of someone to do that. So I think we'll take the vulnerable chance. And we go this way. Talk to this lady.
Yes, well, both.
She'll give me the find that dude quest. Alright, now let's go up this way. And we did store some stuff in here, and I want to take some of it and use it. This was stuff we earned on our other characters. I have strength. I mean, I don't see strength being very important for Necro. Yeah, attack speed and stats is better. Alright. I already have lots of these unlocked, so that's good. This is account wide. It's not character specific. I'm glad about that. I would have been annoyed had it been character locked. Some classic Diablo 2 looking Necro right there. I think I like that one. Yeah, I like the sort of medium level armor stuff. It just looks correct for a necromancer, if you ask me. Coven's trunks look really cool on that. Kind of hard to see these, but we'll go with that. And let's change the chest piece to a different color. It's the most undeady looking of these options. That one probably. Kind of like that one actually. It looks like a scepter. Certain the fashion Diablo. Nice and early.
Arms for the light.
Get rid of all that. Okay. Let's investigate the road. Oof. It's really getting obnoxious. Let's go this way. Ah, I remember what this is. This is just the, yeah.
The new militia recruit.
Go and cheer at them.
Impressive. That was not bad.
Slow clap. That's pretty good. I like that.
Thanks.
Jesus. That's gonna get old fast.
We were born in sin, children of darkness. But the Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light.
Potential demon sight.
We must be.
I don't care about this stupid lady.
Knight's report before you go.
I did do that already. Yep.
I received a report of a potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
Skeletons just like teleporting behind me because of server banding is kind of funny. Starting to get a good chuckle out of that. Let's hope that ends once we get out into the wilderness. There's someone else. Ugh. Event. Let's do an event. Why not? That was one of the easier events I've ever done. See if any of this is some improvement. Cool. Alright, trying to remember. I remember where this guy is. Because, unfortunately, unlike Diablo 2, this game does not randomly generate its maps. Which I genuinely don't like. Genuinely do not like that these are preset maps. Okay. Bone Spear's doing some work, huh? Yeah, this guy's like, he's either right down there or right down there. I remember he's after we turn to the side here. Here he is. Bosun the monk. We take the tithes. Well, the demands for tithes. It's not the actual tithes. It's like the paperwork for us to get the tithes. And then we head to here. Last weekend we were definitely not banding this badly, although last weekend you had to have, certain conditions to get in, so basically everyone can join now, and I'm pretty sure that's why this is happening. There's probably there were 1 million people that got to level 20 in the last weekend, so there's probably 10 million people playing this weekend.
How did this happen? I shouldn't be holding this in my hands. It should be.
Restraint, my lord. Restraint.
Oops.
Ah, yes. Of course. Carry on, Misty.
Get all that junk marked.
Another angel.
Okay, yeah, I have to go and retrieve the gemstones, I remember that. And then there's something going on. Oh, I guess I can't do that yet. Let's go this way. I'm gonna be honest, this banding is starting to actually annoy me. I might stop playing much earlier than I anticipated I would, and just, I don't know, come back to this later when things aren't so messed up. It's quite obnoxious to be walking and, 2 steps forward, 1 step back the whole time. This might have been a mistake. Coming in this way. Because I think this area is like one of those... Oh, what are they called? Strongholds, I think it was? Okay, maybe it's not. Strongholds are like... They are a certain level and they are a certain difficulty, and it doesn't matter what level you are, they just are that. So I guess this is not that, because I would have gotten chewed up if that were the case. Chewed up and spat out. Look at that. The cosmetic on my wand is gone too. That's a little annoying there. Are you eating, mage, or are you... Oh, I would have gotten chewed up. Yeah, I got it. I wouldn't mind eating. Food doesn't sound bad right about now. That was quick, mage. Store must be close, huh? Now I gotta kill this guy, which I think will be quite significantly easy. He's never been a challenge on any of the characters. I didn't even have to attack him, basically. He was already dead by the time I went to attack him. That was hilarious. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I mean, I used to live pretty close to well, not downtown Seattle, but like in the middle of one of the suburbs, and man, was that nice. Everything within like 2 minutes of you. What are you gonna make for lunch, mage? Go on, describe it in great detail, make me jealous. Okay, there's a necromancer dungeon up this way. I like that. Oh, that's right, I have a level I can use. Oh wow. That's actually pretty cool. I like that a lot. Lock the enemy into a bone prison. That's not bad. I like that one too. What's this one? Oh, come on. Corpse explosion? Like, no shot we're taking anything else. It's definitely corpse explosion. That's the quintessential necromancer skill. Chicken salad sandwich. Last of the fennel and bean soup. Oh, that's, I mean, that sounds pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan in the world of fennel, but, you know, it's fine. Beans are good, though. Slay the night hunters. You have to kill 3 night hunters, apparently. Really, really like the way that shoots out and then bounces back, split like that. It's really good. I think that without that splitting and coming back, I feel like that skill would be almost useless. But because it does that, it's actually amazing. All critical, all the time. Okay, I gotta remember to actually use corpse explosion. Anything useful? No, not really. I think the only problem with corpse explosion, right, is that I'm killing everything so fast that it's really just not, like, why bother, for the most part. That's the only problem with it, is that everything's a little bit too weak. I do wish, oh, I've tried everything, Mage. Well, I haven't tried Druid because Druid is new. Yeah, no, you're definitely right, Mage. Like, Corpse Explosion will probably insta-delete bosses, right? Like, you kill all the ads, they pile on top of the guy, you blow up all the corpses, there you go. Game over. Yeah, I've tried every single class that has been available. Necro and Druid are new this weekend. They were not available last weekend. So the only thing I haven't tried so far is Druid. What I might do after we run this dungeon is I might switch to Druid real quick. And we'll give Druid a shot. Skeletal unlock new skeletal warrior type. Yes. Yes, I'm a fan of that. How do we do that? Book of the Dead. Okay. Durable shield bearers with 15% increased life. Okay. You gain 15%, but you can no longer... Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, I see. So we can trade off a bonus to us instead of raising these. Huh. It's an interesting mechanic. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, now we need to actually get a skill, though. Increase the radius of corpse explosion, sure. Makes sense. Okay. I know you said you're downloading this right now, Mage. Are you gonna stream any of this? Or are you and your brother just gonna play some? The defenders are so good. It's like, oh, you're gonna hit me? Nope. No, you're not. Love that. Probably won't stream the beta, but the real game. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Oh, nice. Completed some sort of achievement there that I wasn't even trying to go for. The totem's kind of creepy, isn't it? I say as a necromancer running around with skeletons following me. I still can't get over the fact that, like, you can walk through town with the skeletons following you around and no one bats an eye. It seems so weird. People should be, like, you know, annoyed that you're bringing in, what would they be called? What would be the correct word for it? Like, dark conjurations into their midst. Listen, that's probably nowhere near the worst and most... Yeah, no, you're not wrong. But, like... Okay, so you go to the main city, the like, first real city in this game, and they're all, like, doing cleansing rituals just to let you into town, and they're all praying, and there's basically an inquisitor that runs the town. Wouldn't you think that they'd be a little bit, you know... a little bit upset about you raising the dead and running through town with your little posse of skeleton bros? Doesn't that seem just unlikely that the essentially inquisitorial forces would be fine with that? If we got anything worth using. Okay. Wow. I think what I'll do is I'll give that to a barbarian. I think I'd rather have the more thorns. Yeah. Oh man, that's like, there's... Oh yeah, that's really good. Like, every roll on this item is almost a perfect roll. That's actually a really good item. I'd rather keep the ever so slightly worse armor and get the greater stats. Alright, there'll be a boss in here, I'm sure. Let's see how well our assumptions about corpse explosion go.
I need more essence.
Turn off. There we go. Okay. That definitely turned off the spike traps. No? Is there another lever I have to hit? It seemed like hitting both of those levers would turn off the traps, but I guess not.
Help! I beg you!
Okay. Alright. Well, that was a thing. Nothing over in these little alcoves yet. That was interesting. Unless I hallucinated, it looked like those mobs actually opened that door. It looks like this is probably a circle. Yeah, I am maxed out. I thought so. Okay. It looked like with skirmishers you could increase the quantity, but changing to defenders, I don't think I can increase the quantity. Not yet, at least. So good. It's like, oh look, they're attacking me. Nope. My Skelly bros got it. I really, really like that. That is a... I don't know, that's an appreciable difference to the way Necromancer plays, that they just literally take the hit for me. And also they get thorns as a percentage of my thorns, so not only are they taking the hit for me, they're also then dealing damage back.
I'm low on essence.
Okay, dude, get over here. Yeah.
I'm out of essence.
It looks like, it seems like Bone Spear does not home in this, but I don't care because it bounces back on itself. So that's like, I don't need homing when I can get, you know, bounce back instead. That's fine. See anything in this room? Alright, so that's one thing that's... well, I didn't really play Diablo 3, so that might be a thing in 3, but as far as I know, that's a new thing in this game. You go and do dungeons, and if you complete them as a particular class, so like each dungeon has a particular class for that dungeon. If you complete it as that class, you get an aspect that you can put onto your equipment.
So,
Got his payment. Interesting. 10% to enemies that are slowed stun. Oh yeah, that's for sure the one. Stacking buffs to enemies that have debuffs. That's
May the fathers
hell yeah.
heal you.
Ooh. Let's salvage.
Let's go salvage.
I'm almost tempted to just use this scythe.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
Just because it feels right to use the scythe on this guy, because, you know, necromancer and all that. It's actually a noticeable improvement. Okay, let's go to... claim that. Let's go back to Kiovashad. Just so we can stick this stuff in our inventory, in our shared stash. We should probably just sell this. All right. Druid. Wow. There's some fat bastards. It looks kind of Mongolian. I kind of like that. Lupine sort of eyes. I don't think neat and tidy is the right way to go for druid hair. I mean, I kind of like that one, really. Let's go all the way with the jewelry. All boned up. There we go. Oh no, that's like silver. I want the bone stuff. There we go. Yeah. Oh man, scarification tattoos. That's cool. Let's see. What are we gonna name this boy? The Rock. Zaddy over here? Yeah. Okay, that took forever, but that worked eventually. Skip that opening cutscene again.
Find better shelter before I freeze.
A totem and a mace. Interesting. Not what I expected. Or spike? Wind shear. I will admit I'm always pretty partial to wind-based stuff. Deal damage to target and chaining up to 3. I mean, that seems like that's just the best one, right? 20% chance to make vulnerable. Grants 3 additional spirit for each enemy hit beyond the first. 15% chance to immobilize? Holy crap. 50% chance to make vulnerable? Oh man, dude, I think Storm Strike is the one. Werebear and maul enemies. Fortified take... You become fortified when you have more... I think Storm Strike is the one, honestly. Starting to wonder if this is going to be another barbarian. And for those of you who didn't pay attention, the first beta, barbarian is crap. Feels like to me in this game, the melee-based stuff is just bad.
Another abandoned town.
Demons everywhere. Fangs in the dark.
He bit me!
Careful! He's a wild one.
The wild one.
What's it to you?
Oswen, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come... Come. I'll explain. There is evil staring in the ruins to the
Strength,
north.
intellect, willpower,
That
dexterity
poor
is
young
lowest.
dragon
That
must have gone
seems right.
inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
Nothing there of any value. Get this going. Okay. 15% chance. I think a 15% chance to immobilize is actually not terrible. It's not a great chance, but I mean, it seems pretty good. I guess part of the thing about immobilization, right, is since I'm melee, immobilize kinda doesn't matter.
Roads blocked.
Because all immobilize does is stop someone from moving. If I were ranged, well, yeah, immobilize is great, because then they can't get to me. But being melee, they're still in melee range of me. So what does immobilize matter? Hmm. Juggernaut must be breaking things, right? Can't imagine it's anything else. Okay. Let's see. Let's try this one now. 10% chance to stun. 10% is pretty bad, it seems to me. But stun is better than immobilize. So, you know, there's that. Worst chance, better effect. That's not... Oof. Okay, that feels not great, not gonna lie. Yes, put on a necklace, and that'll be better than that fur hide you were wearing. Oof. Yeah, I'm really not feeling that skill. That's kind of terrible. Let's try wind, which was my first instinct originally. If this is a ranged attack, then this might be the one we stick with. Oh, it's ranged. Definitely my favorite of them so far. Let's try these just for the heck of it. It's kind of cool to keep running around like a, you know, as a werewolf for a minute after you do that. Just visually, I like that. Let's try this one. Maul enemies. So they're the same damage. This fortifies, whereas this does faster attack. Okay. The wear shift is legitimately kind of cool looking. But as far as actual utility, I think the ranged attack will be better. Eesh. It's real slow. Real slow. Generally speaking, I am not a fan of slow attacks. I much prefer flurries of fast attacks over a couple of slow, bigger attacks. Yeah, I think we're done with that. Back to wind we go. My first instinct about which one I wanted to go turns out correct. Wonder if he can use a staff. He can use a staff. Interesting. Hmm. I really like that piercing aspect of that attack. It's really good. Like a lot of the really good core skills that you get at, level 4 are piercing. And the fact that a basic skill for this guy is piercing is quite nice, honestly. Plus granting that vulnerable, I mean, Wind is definitely the best of those abilities. There might be a better synergy with a core skill further up, but as far as just purely which one is the best on its own merits, it's very obviously Wind. Where's the shaman? Oh, I must have... Oh, there he is. Crush enemies between pillars of earth. Conjure swirling tornado. Conjure a growing lightning storm per strike increases the damage of strikes the longer it is channeled. Okay. Slam the ground as a werebear. Hit quickly as a werewolf. I mean, we're going to continue along the tree here. We'll swap them, see how they play. Meese enemies. I feel like going Wind and then going Tornado. I'm basically playing a Druid of the Storm from Warcraft 3. Like, I'm literally just playing a Druid of the Storm. They're bear, mage. They're bear. Werebear? They're bear. Hey Wolf, how's it going? Yeah, so far I'm not super impressed with this class. Wolf. I'm finding it a bit lackluster, especially so I did Necro first, and then I played this, and like, holy crap, dude, Necro, I'm just walking through and everything's just dying from my skeletons. This is not nearly like that. Yeah, I mean, so I went Wind with the basic skill because it's the only basic skill on this guy that's ranged. All the others are melee. And if you've paid attention at all to what's been going on in this beta, this game is very hostile to melee. It does not like melee for some reason. This game really wants you to play ranged as much as possible. Hey, Pete! Are you popping in to say hi, or did you end your stream? Let's see. I'm gonna just try this real quick and see how it looks. Okay, so that's like a slowly gathering. Got it. Okay. Makes sense. Well, good luck with the sleep. Let's give this one a shot.
Spirit.
Generated by using skills. So you have to use... Oh, man. It's not like mana. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. You can't... Oh, that's real bad. That's like one of the biggest problems with Barbarian, right? Is when they're not in combat, they drain their resource, their rage. So basically, you can never start a battle with your abilities. You have to go basic attacks and then ramp up to abilities, which makes your ability to end fights much, much less than a Sorc or a Rogue. This looks like this class is going to have that exact same problem. Increase my movement speed. Yes, exactly. The TTK goes way up if you're not playing a class that has a passively regenerating primary resource, they call it in this game. Oh, I'm sorry, Pete. That's sad because I think that game is amazing, and I'm sad. I'm sorry to hear that. And yes, Sorc is absolutely completely OP. I basically built a lightning Sorc in the first beta weekend, and everything was dying instantly. Oh yeah, look at how much harder this is than it was for me as a Necro. Like Necro, I just basically stood there. My Skellies killed this guy for me in a few seconds. No, that's fine. That's fine, Pete. You're allowed to not like it. I mean, I disagree with you, but like, whatever. There are people who like, you know, The Sims, and I think that's not even a game, let alone a good game. But, you know, it's fine. You can do what you like. Oh, and there's a... Okay. So the wind skills build up power the more I cast them in a certain time period. Just like that lightning did if you hold the cast. Around there. Yeah, this is Barbarian all over again. So much weaker than the other choices. Oof, that's rough. I feel sorry for those of you who were looking forward to Druid, but man, Druid is not good. Hollow Knight wasn't definitely in a specific style. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I disagree with you, Wolf. I think Hollow Knight is literally like one of the best games ever made. But that's fine. It's whatever. Two-handed axe, sweet.
You've returned.
Okay, so I want to undo that one. Yeah, want to sell all that junk. And then we can also sell this one, and we'll salvage that one later. Yeah, I don't understand how people can play The Sims like with a straight face, right? Like it's if you set up a house and like burn it down with The Sims inside, I get that, you know, basically like taking your aggression out on these little annoying bastards, but playing it legitimately, I don't understand how you can do that. Oof, man, look at this. This is so rough. With the, oh, with the Necro, it was like dead. Like they walked out and they died. This is so weak.
You are blessed like us now.
All right.
That was all of them.
I think definitely what we're going to do with this class is we're going to get to the next part where we go to town, and then we're going to be done with this, because this is very not fun, this class. Why? Oh, that was weird. Did you guys see that on the minimap where it showed like the quest up in the corner and then... Yeah, that was very strange.
Only fire can
Yes,
cleanse the
we're gonna go to town on this game. Skip that. Alright.
You came to thank the light.
No, as my
Inside.
the title of this stream says, I'm not really on the side of the light so far. Like, it seems to me like Lilith is right. I'm pretty much on her side. And I've played all the way through the story that's available in this beta, all the core storyline. I still think Lilith is right. And I'm wondering, actually, it almost seems so obvious that, like, Lilith is not really the evil that everyone seems to think she is. It almost seems so obvious that I think that's the intention of the story. I don't think I'm just deciding that. I think that is literally what the story is trying to do. Okay. Good. Good to know. Did he just, like, did you guys just have that conversation yourselves, or did I miss a stream where he went into that? Okay, fair enough. I never really got the whole Lady Dimitrescu thing. I thought she was... I genuinely think she's, like, gross. But that's okay. Now the daughters, whole different conversation. Greed Shrine. Greed Shrine didn't really pay out a whole lot, did it? I mean, I can still go find some more people to kill, but it just seems like they weren't dropping a whole lot. Oh, there it's gone. This is, I don't know, there's something very strange about this class. I'm starting to get the impression, Barbarian I guess was a lot like this too. The basic skill is just crap, right? Like, it doesn't really matter which one you go for, the basic skill doesn't do anything, really. It's all about the core skill, and I feel like that's a big difference between these classes and sorcerer slash rogue, because sorcerer slash rogue, the basic skill, you can like wipe a whole screen with the basic skill. You don't even have to use the core skill. Like that tornado legitimately does a lot of damage, clearly. It's just destroying everything it touches. But the little air shooty thing, not very good. And, you know, we tried the others and they were even worse. So it's not like we're just using the bad option. It's none of them are good options. Go down here and kill some guys. Oh, we have a new skill to use. Enemies can become vulnerable. Are slowed. Okay. I mean, oh, we can't go there yet. We have to do this time first. I mean, every time we cast Tornado, you can cast another Tornado? Come on.
I need more spirit.
Yeah, see that? Oof. Feels rough playing this class, man. Uses 40. So we can only cast it twice. And then we have to rebuild another 20 to even cast Tornado a third time. That is a crazy low amount of cast that we can get off before we have to start over again. That is rough. You can't, I mean, 3 or 4 would kind of feel okay, I think. 2 is not enough. The fact that it's so random too, right? I mean, yeah, it does pretty good damage, but you almost can't even control what it hits. It just hits whatever it's gonna hit. I guess you can control what it hits by being right on top of the thing you want to hit. That's pretty much your choice. Oh, that was a reduction, not an increase. Bats. The spider hosts legitimately, I think, are creepy. They're one of the few things in this that I think are legitimately creepy. The whole corpse being ridden by a spider, controlling it, like stabbing into its brain to control its movement. Ugh. And I'm not even really bothered by spiders personally, like, I'm fine with spiders. But I definitely would not be fine with being controlled by, like, a meat puppet by one. You know what I'm gonna do? Since even that wind ability honestly is not very good. That we're gonna try. Oh, I have to refund all to do this because of the things I have in the secondary. I'm gonna try going back to Storm Strike real quick. Make it chain a couple times. Let's try lightning. I do kind of like those elk antlers we have going on. Oof. Where do we want to go? That's not even a two-handed axe. I get. Oh, it's axe, but it. Okay, that's weird. I would have thought, like, this one says. No, it doesn't. Okay, I thought it said it was a two-handed, like, in the name. Eh, interesting. Stop with the banding. Jesus.
Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
Huh. I wonder who that voice actor is. There's something about that voice that sounds really familiar to me.
Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
Mm-hmm. Inside here, open the bookcase, grab the experience,
Short.
and then skip the 2 cutscenes. Which are basically this guy introducing himself. Okay, that I did like that little stun proc there. It's not terrible.
Of spirits.
Yeesh. Oh man, it's 15 per strike. Did you see how fast that drained our spirits? So that means as the strikes increase the longer you cast it, it actually costs more each time. That's a way to punish someone for sticking to a skill. Come on, man. That's so dumb. And there we just saw very well illustrated the problem with immobilize and why it basically doesn't matter if you're a melee character. They were immobilized, so what? They were already standing on top of me, so it didn't matter that they were immobilized.
The angel in her. Let's not linger. Key Overshad lies just ahead.
I genuinely think that the whole story of this is building up to Inarius being the villain and Lilith being perfectly valid, but perfectly justified in doing what she's doing. I'm already on board with that.
Hold. To enter the city,
We have no time for this.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with
Do
this
do 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 do.
Good.
Right. Loris. Oh Jesus, look at that. Zone transition banding like that? Oh, come on.
So, what did you write on the little... I'm off to the dry... Something about hate or anger. Cracked hooves, sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically crowbait.
With what you're paying.
Let's go in here and salvage stuff.
What will it be? You can take what's left.
Okay.
Can I help you?
The junk.
Farewell.
And then complete the quest.
So knowing him, if he wa- Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said
Nothing
he
better
didn't
there.
want it more, but
Nothing better
I
there.
think he
Alright.
wanted it back all the same. No charge.
Symbol of the Haradrim.
Apologies.
Skip this. Because that's a really long little cutscene. Honestly, it's just annoying. Alright. We're still a point away from being able to do that. I mean, that's, like, genuinely, this is worthless. Like, Lightning Storm gains 1 additional Lightning Strike, right? So that means every time you cast it, you're paying even more of your spirit out to do it. Holy crap, dude. This class is terrible. Another immobilize. Well, since it's so terrible, we're gonna at least make it fun. Okay, lifesteal at least. We're gonna do the dash. That's the right way to do that, I think. And give it a little bit of poison damage? Sure.
Yes, well.
Decent boots. Oh, Jesus, Banding, you've been trying to enter this building. Which isn't even his own transition either. Alright, there's some gloves, which I was gonna give to him. That was my plan already. He can't use two hands. So that, okay, I'm gonna say this is completely nonsense. Necromancers can use two-handed swords. Druids can't. What is essentially a magic melee class cannot use big swords. But what is the keep your distance and summon things class can. Or wands. It seems like druids should be able to use wands too. That seems logical to me. All these. Well, we'll give that to my barbarian then, I guess. And that, I don't know what we'll do with that. We'll worry about that later. We're gonna sell these. Let's make ourselves look snazzy now. Kind of like that hat. That's legitimately kind of cool. The crow one's pretty cool too. That one's kind of awful. I don't really like that one either. I think we're gonna go with the crow. Yeah. Nah, he's a big beefy boy. We make him look like a bison. Kind of like just the running around with just the necklace too. That's kind of cool. Oh man. With that one and with that headpiece, we're starting to look like we're from Ba Sing Se. We might have to go Earth. Just to... There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Those are pretty cool. Ooh, those aren't bad either. I think I like those more, though. Oh man, that's really looking like Ba Sing Se if we put on these. Yeah. Those boots are really cool with the owls on them. I might have to keep those, even though it doesn't really fit the theme of the whole Ba Sing Se thing. Those are probably the right boots for that. I want to try different colors, just see how they look. Green, I think, is the best choice for this theme, this set. Yeah. Green is definitely the best. I like that axe better. Legitimately, that is cool. Let's drop out real quick. Barbarian. I legitimately am torn now as to whether Barbarian or Druid is worse. Barbarian, I think, is probably still worse. Well, seconds and it looks like Shrek. Now, I was going for Bossing Say Mage. I started to see a couple of armor pieces that looked very like Secret Police Bossing Say style, and I was like, okay, this could work. Oh, that is much worse. It is an order of magnitude worse. Okay, so much for that plan. This person definitely needs a new chess piece. Let's go back into Duroc. It's strange that it's queuing as you're switching characters now, because in the first beta, there was no load at all for the switching the characters. There was no delay on that. It was only the initial login that had the queue. You know, we might... No, we'll get rid of that. We might use the wand on our Necro, but we're not going to use the sword because it's legitimately much worse. Okay. The Necro Party. Ain't no party like a Necro Party, because there's a lot more people at a Necro Party because they can bring their own guests. Wow, okay, that's weird. Yeah, nothing on salvage or anything there. Alright.
Well struck.
Just for the lulls of it. Since we went bossing say. Fortify for 2%. Summon a second Earth Spike. Okay, let's do summon a second Earth Spike. Let's do this one. Let's do that. You mobilize, you gain a Teramo each, blah blah blah. Okay, we'll do that. Earthcaster. Complete Earthcaster. Just for the theming. I need to get a hammer instead of an axe, and then we'll really have the theme on point. Oof. This is go and cheer at them. Where's cheer?
Impressive.
Come on.
Well done.
Thanks.
Did that.
We were born in sin. Children
See what I mean about these people, man? They're supposed to be the good guys.
can be sought through
I
penitence
really don't buy it.
and grace. Walk in the light, Here, take the knight's report before you go.
Yeah, they're very like I don't even know how to describe how they are, but they're awful.
Horned woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet.
Lilith literally shows up in one of the cutscenes we skipped past earlier and is like, I want to save you from the coming demon invasion. You are all my, humans are all my children. I'm going to protect you. Blah, blah, blah. Like, she's very much the good guy so far. Yeah, exactly, man. Lilith seems great. And Inarius seems like a real shitheel. Oh, jeez, this banding is really bad. Was the villain and the Marvel? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've gotten to like Act 4 in that game. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. No war. No war. No war. No war in Ba Sing Se. Oh Jesus, look at that! I almost died from one hit from this guy. Okay, so this is actually ranged too, so it's wind and earth are both ranged. These CCs are gonna kill me. I almost think I just have to leave. Almost the end, but I'm waiting for the... Oh yeah, no, I agree. I'm sort of holding off. I'm taking a little bit of a break because I want to be able to get all the characters before the end. I don't want to have to basically go back after the end and get them. Jesus, that banding almost killed me that time. I gotta get this potion or I'm gonna die. Nice, thank you. Thank you for the clip. Okay, well I was wrong previously. Earth is clearly the best skill set for this. For Druid. I still don't think it's like I still don't think it's good in comparison to, Rogue or Sorcerer, or Necro. But it's at least functional. Oof. We might give up on this game for today because
I do not have enough spirit.
I'm not gonna lie, the banding is really getting to me now. Is the dude we have to find?
Indeed I am.
Take the thing. Go to the village. Oh, see, this is a weird thing that has bugged me. This has happened quite a few times, where after you take a node, it still has the effect on it as if you hadn't. That's definitely a bug they need to look at. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, I do have a suspicion as to why it's doing that. I think it's the same sort of reason why we're getting banding, is ultimately having a game that has to be online all the time because they don't want you to dupe items or whatever is a bad idea. No, mage. I would say it's actually sorceress top, necro rogue tied for second, and then druid barb tied for last.
Not while I'm in town.
Druid might be slightly better than barb.
How did this happen? I shouldn't be holding this.
And that's purely like, I'm saying that on a level of power, right? I'm going by which is strongest. If you want to go by which is most fun, I think rogue is hands down the most fun. I had the most fun playing rogue, no question. But that's entirely subjective as to what types of things you like to play. I'm sure there are a lot of people who, as far as fun factor, will say druid or barb are the most fun.
Stay on your guard.
Jesus. Let's activate the waypoint. Yeah, because you have to be level 10 to get those. Okay. And I think I didn't find it, so I think you actually can't get a mount in this, in the beta. I think you can't do that until after like the real game is what I'm trying to say, the full game. I will say though, this, like, it is weaker, and you know, I am frustrated a little bit by it. I do think the earth skills are at least cool though. I am enjoying these. They're just, you know, nowhere near, like, if that were a sorceress, oh man. You should see, I should actually do that. I should pull up my sorceress real quick and just show you how disparate the power level is. It is shockingly different to play sorceress or rogue.
I'm out of spirit.
The main thing I think they need is the game out. It's dropping to look like a slideshow. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't... Here's the thing, right? I don't think that's a performance issue. I really don't. I don't think that's a optimization performance issue at all. I think that's a server response issue. I think it's literally because there are, what, probably 10 million people in this right now. And the servers are not set up yet, you know, because this is essentially a stress test. The servers are not set up yet to... Oh crap, I ran. Yeah, because they made me run, I failed that. Anyway, yeah. But anyway, I think, like... I mean... I'm not gonna go into, like, big dick swinging about, like, my, you know, the quality of my computer or whatever, but it's not low. Let's put it that way. And there is no reason whatsoever that this couldn't be running perfectly fine, and I don't even think, like I said, I don't even think it's an optimization thing. I don't think it's even an issue of it, how well it's running on my end. I think it is, I mean, you can watch me, as I do zone transitions, you can watch me do a band like 100 feet back from where I was before the transition kicked in. So I do think it's a server communication issue, so on a certain level, it's sort of like, that's fine, because this is a beta, and specifically, this is a capacity testing beta. Like, that's the whole purpose that they're doing this. On another side, like, on the other hand, it being this bad is not good. I expect a little bit of it. I don't expect it to be this severe.
I need your spirit.
Here's my gemstones. Well, someone else's gemstones.
So, the deep.
Give him his payment, get my little chest. Hmm. Where are we as far as... Do. Why? Oh, what's the... I don't know what all the shortcuts are yet, and some of them are... I'm not sure how to find some things in the menu. Let's continue the Earth trend, because... yeah, this, whatever. Rocks surround you for 3 seconds, granting a barrier. Okay. I think that's legitimately good. A 45% total life barrier, that's legitimately good. This one is reduce damage. This one is... I don't know how I feel about that. Healing 20%. Let's say this is better. Powerful winds granting 20% non-physical damage reduction. Why? See, this is what I don't get. Why is it non-physical damage? Why isn't it just 20% damage reduction? Why does it need to be so specific? What's this one do? Unstoppable. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's really good. Remove CCs. That's really good too. That's probably... I think this is better than this. But yeah, having a barrier is pretty important, I think. I feel like that's pretty crucial to this class. Oh, I didn't... Oh, crap. I forgot to activate the waypoint. Oh, no. Okay. I guess that's the sort of thing you do when you play the exact same sequence of events from a different class, within a minute of each other.
I do not have enough spirit.
Let's go ahead over to there.
The daughter of hatred take you!
What's this one want? Embolden. So that's going to be cheer.
Impressive.
There are those little altars scattered around if you haven't seen those yet, and they basically have a synonym for one of your emotes, and then you use it, and there you go. You get something from the little altar.
Elemental spirits.
It is a little bit disconcerting how quickly that barrier fails. Feels like the sorcerer barrier lasts a lot longer. Yeah, see? Look at that. Look at that banding. That was pretty severe. Okay, well, we're gonna unlock this because I guess somehow that completely slipped my mind previously.
Be wary on the road.
Oof. All right, we're gonna call that for now. I think I'll probably play some more of this later when, you know, when everything isn't malfunctioning so much. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and call that, and appreciate everyone who showed up, and we might do some more of this before the beta's over. I'm not really sure. Thanks, Mage. Yeah, we might do some more stream tomorrow or the next day. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see how it goes. Take care, everyone.